is for, and today, on this glorious day, we are playing with the Theresa is Lethal palette. This is a collaboration between Lethal Cosmetics and Theresa is Dead, and it is so much fun. So these are beautiful colors, and what I love about this is not only the soft colors that you get just a pretty everyday look, but the pow pow bam exciting colors. So I feel like this palette really kind of runs the gambit for everyday soft looks to Space Vixen. So today we are going to be doing a look, the Space Vixen sort of look. So this is an adventure. It may go horribly wrong, like some missions are bound to do, and it may go completely right and we achieve Space Vixen and everyone lives happily ever after. So let's get started. This with the palette has a great don't look up on the mirror. And then let me tell you just really quickly about the shadows before we dive into it. We have TV Dinner, Area 52, and then we've got Space Trash. That's your first 3 rows on top. Then we have Pew Pew, a nice light pink. And then we've got one of the super sparkly, beautiful shades. This is Hive Mind. And then a deep purple, Plutonian, not plutonium. We're not going, 1.21 gigawatts. Plutonian, somebody who lives on Pluto, I think. And then the bottom row, let me consult, this is a little small. Oh, sorry, I messed up. Space Duster was the top row, and Space Trash is the bottom row. Gotta get my space right. Venus Envy is the green, and then the last one is Specimen 3. So those are your shades. Now today, what I'm trying to accomplish is to do like a triple part eye, but we're gonna start with the face. Now, because I'm doing a look, I'm gonna come in and chisel some cheekbones with some KVD powder, and then we're gonna apply one of the blushes from the collection. Now, I ordered 2 blushes, but the Space Bacon blush, as they've been referring to it, shipped separately. So we'll have to get back to you later on that, but I did get Cryostasis. So I'm gonna start in, take off my spectacles. Okay, so I'm gonna come in with my KVD sculpting, and I'm gonna be using a smaller mirror so I don't get in the way. Okay, so I'm trying to build up crazy looking cheekbones. I told you we were doing a look. Just a little around top. And we may come back in later and do more of that, or start out with this. Okay, and now then we're gonna go in with the blush. This is Cryostasis, is what this one is. That's my coffee cup. Okay, so we're going in with Cryostasis, and then this is a shimmery sort of a blush. I'll swatch it in just a second here and you can see it. But we're gonna apply it first. Now again, like the other elements of this collection, this blush can be sheared out to be just a really pretty, if not fairly purpley sort of a shade. Okay, let me swatch this for you. I'm going to do it on my hand and you'll be able to see. I'll also show you one of the other eyeshadows from the palette. Swatch so you can see the shift. Okay, so this is the blush. And like I said, you could shear it out. It's still fairly purple. The Space Bacon blush, and I can't remember the actual name of it at this point in time, is a more pink color, and it has a lot of sheen to it. But I just wanted to show you really quick. Some of the beautiful sheen. All right, so now we're going to go in to the palette, and I'm going to be establishing my lower lash line first, because what we're doing with this, with the 3-part look, I want this bottom line to curve up towards the end of my eyebrow, because I want to establish that line first, and then my other lines for my lash line for my upper lash and the crease could match up with that. That's the idea, at least. So we're going to go in with a pencil brush, and we're going into Plutonian, and we're going to start here on the lower lash line, coming in almost to the pupil point, maybe a little bit farther, and then up. Okay, I'm going to do the other side. Now I bought this because I've been wanting to try Lethal, and I love watching Theresa. She's one that both covers the bougie side of things and the not so bougie, and just makes me laugh, and that's great. That whole almost like, you know, spurting milk out your nose kind of laugh. So she's got a great sense of humor, and I have loved watching New Makeup Nonsense Bingo. I can't really drink anymore because my body doesn't let me, but I appreciate the idea of adult libations and bingo for makeup. So I've really enjoyed that. So I'm getting to try both Lethal and Support. Show my support for her collaboration. Okay, so there's Plutonian. Okay, now the next shade that I want to do is the Specimen 3, and it's going to be my second color, and it's going to be the top lash line, but we're going to leave space so it's coming out. There's space between that and the Plutonian coming up towards the brow bone. So here's Specimen 3. We're going to start on that upper lash line, again a little bit in farther than the pupil line, and we're going to stop so there's definite space. Now, when I saw Theresa talk about this palette, I knew I was wanting to get it because I just love that whole 1950s space sort of movie feel, the cheesiness. And I also, okay, see, now we're making our move up towards the lash line. As a kid, we used to certain nights try and eat dinner really quickly so we could go watch Star Trek, the original series. So that was seminal in the Monica's existence. And I also really loved it when we got to have TV dinners. That's why I was so excited about this shade with TV dinners, because Salisbury steak, what's not to love? My mother's a wonderful baker. She's an amazing baker. A chef, not so much, but it, you know, like it was back in the time when, you know, like making things with Campbell soup cans was, you know, the thing. But so I was always so excited about TV dinners. And we never really got the ones with dessert in them, but that was okay because really what I was all about was like the Salisbury steak and potatoes. Okay, I'm going to turn this way just a little bit so I may, because I'm trying to get that second line. And we have early morning light in here, which is great for you to see how things look in natural daylight, but not always good for me to put things on. Dipping back into specimen 3. Okay, and as we can see, and this usually happens, and probably if I was doing this, I might plan ahead and put little dot points to where I was going and try and make sure I was matching that. My eyebrows are distant cousins, you know, not twins, not sisters, not just cousins, distant cousins. So I'm gonna go back in here and raise this up just a little bit. So I can match my eyes, what my eyes are doing. Okay, so we're gonna be filling in other color in between, so we can not worry about that too much. I'm gonna clean off my brush. And then how I want the boldest shine to read, I'm gonna take the TV dinner and I'm gonna go from my inner corner through my crease and then up as a third line, but it's gonna be coming up about the middle height of my eyebrow. So just cleaning off my brush here real quick. And back in with the pencil brush. Doing my inner corner. Okay, and then I'm going to be going up through the crease with this. And then I'm going to the side, and I can let those meet up. These specimen 3. And I'm going slightly into my eyelashes. My eyebrows. It's really early morning and I have had 1 cup of coffee, which today is not enough. Okay, so then I'm going to come across, but stop where I have this sort of circular coming in. Okay, now I'm going to go to the other eye and do the same. Start in the inner corner. across and up and meet the specimen 3. Go into my eyebrow hair. And then bring it in, but keep that kind of circular sort of feeling. So I'm going from here down to that inner. Okay. So you can see what we're doing there. Now what I want to do is I'll clean off my brush. And in between, so this line here, in between the 2 other lines, what I want to do is take Space Trash, the shifty color, and I'm going to come in and fill some of that and up to that eyebrow. Okay, and doing the other side. We've been watching the first season of Central Park on Apple. And the song, The Weirdos Make Great Superheroes, is stuck in my head on repeat. So that's what's going on in my head while I'm doing my eye look. Okay, so I've got that. I'm gonna make sure I'm getting all the way up to my brow. Okay. Okay, and then what I want to do is we're trying to keep a lot of the light here, so I'm gonna want to go in with a deeper color but a little lighter than the Specimens 3. So what I want to do is take Venus Envy, and we're gonna put that in the middle of the movable lid. So we're going right here with Venus Envy. Matte color, green. And it's so interesting, like just how things change. It used to be orange. It used to be the color of envy instead of green. And I don't know why that happened, but see, I'm a half-assed scholar. I know what it used to be, but I don't know why. So here we go. Okay, so we've got that green, and I'm going to try and connect it up with the Specimen 3 line. And I may go in and make the Specimen 3 darker here in a minute if we end up losing some of that. Yeah, I'll go back in with that. It's a little bit darker. And I just stuck it in my eye. Good times. Okay. All right, so then I want to take the more pinky orange sparkly color, and I'm going to put that going towards the inner part of my eye and then reassert the silver of the Space Trash. So going into Hive Mind. Okay, and other side. This palette is so much fun. Even if I'm making a light, like using the gray and the pink to make just a soft, pretty look, just looking at all the names and thinking about that just makes me super happy. And I'm bringing it from the lid up a little bit into the crease, but not getting too much into my silver. But I want it enough so you can get the color read off of it. Okay, I'm gonna clean my brush really quick and then go back into TV dinner and reassert that. It's my assertiveness training right there. This also makes me feel like Sex Education. There's a character on there who writes all sorts of wild space fantasy. Okay, now we do have, as Theresa would put it, the glitter bukkake and other bukkake, and we'll clean that off in just a minute, but we're going to finish this eye look. I never have been able to do my eye makeup first. Personal failing. Okay, I'm coming in just a little bit. Okay. And then I'm going to bring a little bit of the Hive Mind on the lower lash. Just a tiny bit. Okay, and then we had Plutonian on the bottom. We're going to take just a little bit of Specimen 3. Under it. Now this would be a spectacular look for false lashes, just FYI. Okay, so I'm gonna clean up the fallout. These colors are so pretty and wonderful. You don't necessarily have to get fallout because you're probably not going to be applying it just like this all the time. But we did achieve this look all with our little pencil brush. This is the Firma 205. Any pencil brush will do. So let me go ahead and get rid of the fallout. Luckily it's not nuclear, so we don't have a nuclear winter going on now. Just a regular winter with global climate change. Okay, so now there are some random glitter particles from that TV dinner, but I'm not mad at it because I'm all about the Space Vixen blingy, and I think we're accomplishing that. And if you have just a little sparkle, you know, just space dust. Okay, we're gonna put on some mascara, and then we're gonna do a lip. It's very exciting. Okay, now we're going for lip. I'll put it back on my spectacles. Let's take a look at this really quick. Okay. There you are. Okay, so now if I wanted to, I'll show you in a minute. If I did not pick up the highlighters because I have more of a greenish bluish highlighter that I picked up from Odin's Eye. And so the two highlighters in this collection I didn't feel like I needed or would use because I have things already in my collection. But the blushes, the blushy highlightery, but they're blushes, they're called blushes, I picked up. And just look at the palette again. Isn't it pretty? You can't necessarily see all the excitement on my eye now with my glasses on, but it's one of those things that probably if I were going out or to a Halloween sort of a thing and I was dressed appropriately for a Space Vixen, I might put in my contacts. I don't generally wear them anymore, but I might for an occasion such as this. So let's do lips. Now, for lips, I'm going to line and fill the sides with the Urban Decay Hex, and then we're going to go in with a lethal gloss. Now this collection from Theresa did not have a lip with it, but I did want to try the Lethal Cosmetics, the gloss out, so I got a gloss from the 1-Up collection. So let me go ahead and line real quick, and then we'll throw on some gloss and then take a final look. Okay, there's Hex. This is a great liner for all your fall looks, for all your vampy looks, and it's, again, Urban Decay Hex. And so this is the lethal, this is from the 1-Up. And I ordered all of this through Camera Ready. It went really well, except for, like I said, they ended up shipping the Space Bacon blush separately. But overall, a good experience. And Theresa does have a code. It's not an affiliate code for her, but it does save you 10% on Camera Ready. If you order it from Lethal directly, then no. But I enjoyed my experience with Camera Ready, so that was not a problem at all. Okay, let me see, what color was this that I got? Can't see. Too much light. Okay, let's try this. I'll tell you what it is. I'll put it down in the description box below. But it's doe foot, and here we go. Okay, let's see. See if I can see without my spectacles. X-ray. How appropriate. All right, so I'm just going to show you really quick if I wanted to do like and like I said, this is not, I'm going to work, but I'm on computer and I have no meetings and it should be quiet today. So hopefully nobody will be the wiser of my Space Vixen. Okay, so I'm just going to throw on a little bit of this is from Odin's Eye, and this is the Moon Talk. So we're going to throw on some of that. Not that I necessarily need to be sparklier, but you know, Space Vixen. What are you going to do? But the set does come with a green highlighter. So if you're just wanting to pick up all lethal, you could do that. And you could do just a green look, like if you're wanting to do the hot green alien look. You know, again, I always think of Star Trek when you're being lured by the hot green alien, as one is. But anyway, this is the Odin's eye. Okay, so it's probably much too exciting for just a normal day, but I feel like, you know, hey, this is all about the excitement. So I'm gonna come in really quick, and then I'll put the spectacles back on, and then we can talk about it. So here we go. Don't panic. And like I said, this would be a perfect look for some fake lashes. And if I wanted to, I could take just a brush and blend it out if I wanted a more kind of a soft look for the cheeks. You know. Okay. But I feel like, you know, you could create an outfit to go with this. Today I'm wearing my work appropriate attire. And I have if I can find her Etsy shop, I'll link it below, but a friend of mine made this chainmail necklace. So I feel like that could go with Space Vixen. But otherwise, there we have it. I feel like it's really, you can get just, like I said, stunning looks out of this. That TV dinner is just blinding from space. So I feel like you can get all sorts of soft, pretty looks. You can get a green look, you can get a blue look, you can get like a light gray and pink, you can get pink and green. There's just so many ways to go. And just all of the detail and packaging, and then all the names and all the colors. I just feel like this is one of those palettes that has so much breadth and depth to it, even though it's a 9-pan palette. You're like, well, you know, I have some of these other palettes that are like, you know, 30 shades, and they're all kind of the same, and I can only get like 3 looks out of a 30-pan palette. But I really feel like this is a palette that you can get lots of use out of. And again, the nostalgia, the cheesiness, the loveliness, like I feel like I get all the feels from this, and I'm not mad about it. I'm pretty happy. So there you go, Theresa's Lethal. I think we've done all the damage we can do for the day. Please check out Theresa's video for her launch, and if you haven't checked out her channel, please do. She's just a boatload of fun and has some really good thoughts on makeup. So all right, thanks for tuning in. This is M is 4, and we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. Pew pew.